They said a woman's worth was measured by the Christ she brought into the world, but Noria's motherhood began in silence, under rain, thunder, and the sacred leaves of the bayah tree. In the heart of a bustling savannah village, where laughter echoed through courtyards and millet danced in sunlit baskets, there lived a woman named Noria. She was known not for her strength, nor for her wealth, but for the one thing she lacked, a child. Noria swept the courtyard of her home, every stroke of her broom heavy with silence. Her husband, Duma, sat beneath the eaves, eyes fixed on the horizon, as if searching for something he had long given up on. Noria, softly, Duma, I've prepared the herbs the healer recommended, maybe this time. Duma, interrupting, cold enough. Even the gods have turned their backs. Maybe you should too. Her hands trembled, but Noria said nothing. She had heard this before, from Duma, from his mother, from women whose wombs had blessed them with sons and daughters. She was a wife without a crown, a mother without a child. In the marketplace, women clutched their babies close as Noria passed. Village woman 1, whispering, still no child. Perhaps she was cursed at birth. Village woman 2, laughing, she feeds chickens, not children. Noria kept walking, head high, but her heart shattered with every word. That night, she cried alone, staring at the empty cot she had prepared 5 years ago, untouched, unrocked. It was just after the new moon celebration when Noria found her life changed forever. She awoke to the sound of a child crying, faint, muffled, yet unmistakably human. She rushed outside, confused. There, at the doorstep, lay a basket, and inside, wrapped in fine cloth, was a baby girl, barely a few days old. Noria, gasping, who left you here? No one answered. No footsteps, no shadow in the dark. Just her, and the child. Her instincts took over. She lifted the baby into her arms and felt a warmth she had never known, as if the emptiness inside her had finally exhaled. She named the girl Edeha, meaning a God answers late. As the years passed, Edeha grew into a bright and spirited child. Her laughter filled the compound, her questions never ended. Edeha, age 6, Mama, why do I have different eyes from you? Noria, pausing, then smiling, because the gods wanted to make you twice as special. The villagers, once cruel, now envied her. Mothers whose sons were wild and unruly admired Edeha's calm spirit and sharp mind. But Duma, he remained distant. He never touched the child. Never called her daughter. Duma, quietly to Noria, you expect me to believe this child dropped from the sky? Whose child is she really? Noria, firm, she is mine. That is enough. Edeha, now 12, stood tall in her ceremonial wrapper, ready to participate in the village's festival of names, a tradition only for those born in the land. Noria dressed her lovingly, but as they arrived at the square, the elder's tone turned cold. Village elder, this child, she has no lineage. No father. She cannot stand where the blood-born gather. A murmur spread through the crowd. Edeha looked to her mother, confused, ashamed. Edeha, tears forming, Mama, why are they saying this? Noria, clenching her fist, you are more than blood. You are purpose. But in that moment, Noria realized her silence had become a shadow, one that now followed her daughter. That night, Duma confronted Noria. Duma, accusing, they called her a bastard. And you stood there with your head high. What shame have you brought on me? Noria, defiant shame. The only shame is a man who cannot love the child who healed his home. Duma, she is not of me. nor of this house." With that, Duma packed his bag and left before dawn. Edeha watched him disappear down the path. Edeha, softly, "Mama, is it because of me?" Noria, kneeling before her, "No, my child. You are the reason I still breathe." One quiet afternoon, Edeha found a hidden bundle inside Noria's old chest, a letter, yellowed with time, sealed with a royal insignia. She opened it. It was written in a language she had never seen. But the signature at the bottom matched the name of a noble family that ruled far away from the village. Suddenly, everything blurred. Who was she really? Why had her mother never spoken of this? Edeha, trembling, "Mama, what is this? Tell me the truth." Noria froze. Noria, whispering, "I was waiting for the day you were strong enough to hear it." Noria sat her daughter down, tears already falling. "Noria, you were never abandoned, Edeha. You were hidden. Protected. Because the blood in your veins, it was marked for death." "Edeha, what do you mean?" "Noria, you are the last of a royal bloodline, and they are still haunting you." Edeha's eyes widened in terror. A shadow passed across their doorway. A knock followed. Slow. Heavy. Stranger's voice outside opened the door. "We've come for the girl. When a mother bears a child from her own womb, she bleeds once. But when a mother raises a child with no name, no past, and no peace, she bleeds every day." And Noria was already drowning. The door creaked open. Two cloaked strangers stood outside, their faces partly covered, but their eyes sharp, scanning the room. "We know what she is. The mark cannot be hidden forever." Noria, defensive, "She is just a girl." "No. She is the heir. The last key to a throne soaked in betrayal." Edeha, softly, "What do they mean, Mama?" Noria steps in front of her protectively. "Noria, leave this place. You won't touch her. If we don't take her, others will. And they won't be as kind." They disappear into the night, leaving a warning etched into the doorway with red dust. The blood oath calls her home. Noria wakes Edeha before sunrise. No time for explanations. "Noria, we are leaving. Now." They pack nothing but herbs, dry food, and a small pouch containing the royal letter. They walk for hours, crossing towns, sleeping in strangers' barns, always looking over their shoulders. At a distant artisan town named Zuboru, they find shelter with an old friend of Noria's, Auntie Sewa, a healer and storyteller. Auntie Sewa, hugging Noria, "I knew this day would come. That child was never meant for silence." While Noria sleeps, Sewa tells Edeha stories. "Sewa, there was once a kingdom ruled by the house of Aluno. Wise, powerful, but betrayed from within. The queen had a newborn girl the night the palace burned. Only one woman escaped with the child. Edeha, my mother." Sewa, nodding, "She wasn't your birth mother. But she became something greater, your shield." Edeha stares into the firelight, her mind swirling. That night, she dreams of a throne room, shattered crowns, and a woman crying her name. Noria finally opens up to Edeha. "Noria, I worked as a cloth maid in the royal palace. The queen, she handed you to me with shaking hands. I ran before the swords could find you. I kept running for years." Edeha whispers, "So I was born royal." "Noria, you were born into chaos. But I gave you peace." Edeha touches Noria's hands, tears falling. "Edeha, then you are my mother. No crown can change that. But safety is temporary." A market boy in Zuboru stares too long. A hawker suddenly flees at the sight of Edeha's face. A message arrives at Sewa's doorstep. The watchers have seen the girl. That night, Sewa uncovers an ancient necklace hidden within the letter pouch, a sigil bearing the emblem of Aluno. "Sewa, this is the royal seal. Whoever wears it can unlock the truth, or start a war. Elsewhere, in a fortified compound, a young man trains with blades, swift, fierce, graceful. He is called Prince Tamru, adopted heir of the usurper who destroyed Aluno. A cloaked messenger kneels before him. Messenger, the girl has been seen. The blood of Aluno lives. Tamru, coldly, then I will silence it. He straps on his blade and sets out. Tamru, she must never reach the circle of memory. If she does, the people will know the truth. Edeha, Noria, and Sewa travel to a sacred learning cave carved into the mountain rocks of old kings, known as the Circle of Memory. There, truths are whispered through walls, revealed to those of the royal bloodline. Sewa, to Edeha only you can enter. The stones only speak to heirs. Edeha steps forward alone. Inside the circle, the room glows as ancient mirrors shimmer to life. A voice echoes. Voice, Edeha, daughter of Queen Mori. Last flame of Aluno. Your time has come. Images flash, her mother handing her to Noria, fire, betrayal, and a boy with green eyes, Tamru, standing over a crown. As she exits the circle, Edeha is met by sword-wielding Tamru. Tamru, grinning, so. The ghost child breathes. Edeha, standing tall, and she remembers everything. Noria and Sewa step in front, but Tamru moves like lightning. A fight breaks out, steel clashes, chants echo, and just when Tamru lunges toward Edeha, she raises her palm. A blinding golden light bursts forth. He is thrown back. Everyone freezes. Tamru, gasping, you've unlocked the flame. Edeha, shocked, what flame? Sewa, whispers in awe, the gift of the royal line. It has returned to you? As the dust settles, Tamru escapes, vowing to return. In seeking her name, she awakened her destiny. But what Edeha does not know, is that her power is also a curse. From the heart of a forgotten village to the whispers of royal blood. This story reminds us of truths deeper than ancestry, and stronger than fate. We learn that motherhood is not just in the blood, but in the sacrifice, the protection, and the love that never asks for reward. We learn that silence can guard us, but only truth can set us free. That where you come from doesn't limit where you're going, and no child is ever born without purpose. In Noria, we see the quiet strength of a woman who stood when the world expected her to fall. In Edeha, we witness a girl who turned pain into power once she dared to discover who she truly was. And in the enemies cloaked in honor, we see the danger of following lies dressed as loyalty. Let this story stay with you, as a reminder that destiny may delay, but it never forgets.